The internet is on fire today because of a 2018 Netflix series that predicted coronavirus. Now, Rwanda shoots dead 2 coronavirus patients, and South Africa charges 2 with attempted murder for defying lockdown procedure. Now, Kenya starts a 10-day curfew, daily curfew starting this Friday, and an 8-month-old baby in Uganda is confirmed with coronavirus. Let's talk about that. Hey, what's up guys, I'm XT and Dylan. Before we start, definitely, I gotta give a big shout out to my guys at William Lawson for coming through and becoming the best quarantine partner. And they got an amazing offer for you guys. If you buy this right now on Jumia, you get this big deck, the big deck. Now, this is a truth or dare drinking game, and believe you me, it doesn't get any better than this. Definitely, I gotta say it, I came up with some of the truths and the dares, and you gotta get it, support a brother up, and it's amazing. But let's get back to the story. So the internet is literally on fire today. The internet has blown up because of a 2018 Netflix series that predicted about coronavirus. Now, the series is called My Secret Terrorist. Talks about this special agent who went back home after a failed mission and decided just to chill out at home, and then found the neighbor dead. And in a bit to find out what's going on and what killed the neighbor, he found out that it's coronavirus. I've always had this thought that coronavirus is a bio weapon. And you see, a week ago, Carrie Hilson was under a lot of fire on social media when she came up with a conspiracy theory that coronavirus is from 5G and we need to stop 5G, we need to stop Huawei from spreading the 5G and all that stuff. But it is crazy. Tell me what you think on the comment section below. Now let's move on to Rwanda, where 2 coronavirus patients today were shot dead by the police because of defying lockdown orders. Now, confirming this to the media, police spokesperson John Bosco Kabera said the 2 individuals were actually taunting the police, and that is why the police shot them to protect themselves and to protect Rwandans. Now, Rwanda is in a 2-week lockdown that started on March 22nd, and President Paul Kagame is not taking anything lightly. He has shut down all the schools, all the public transport means, and Rwanda is literally at a standstill. 40 people have been confirmed to have coronavirus, and the country and the police and the government do not want this virus to spread. In South Africa, 2 people have been charged with attempted murder for defying lockdown orders and walking freely in the streets. Now, this comes after President Cyril Ramaphosa declared a state of emergency, imposing a 21-day lockdown in the country, and the state in South Africa is really crazy. In the past 24 hours, 155 people have been confirmed to have coronavirus. Now, this brings a total to 709. Now, South Africa is the worst hit country in Africa, and the police and the army have been called to enforce such strict orders. Now, the president and the government are taking such strict orders and measures by charging this to make it as an example to anyone else who feels like defying the orders. Now, bringing back home today, the president of Kenya, Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, confirmed that starting this Friday, Kenyans will be subjected to a 10-hour curfew starting from 7 p.m. to 5 a.m. Now, this was reached after noticing that Kenyans really do not take self-isolation and quarantine seriously. The president confirmed 3 new coronavirus cases in the country, also confirmed 1 recovery case. Now, the total confirmed cases in the country stand at 28. The current active cases are at 27. Now, during his speech, the president also mentioned a few things the government is doing and putting in place to make sure that Kenyans actually survive this coronavirus phase. One of the most important things the president said, he said that any Kenyan earning 24,000 Kenyan shillings and below will not be subjected to tax. He also reduced tax in different percentages to different people, different institutions. He said that he and his deputy will be taking an 80% salary cut just to make sure that that money goes back to the community, back to Kenya, back to Kenyans, and make sure that we survive this wave. He's also suspended CRB listing, and I saw a lot of Kenyans go on social media happy about this because now they can go and get loans from M-Shwari, from Tala, from Zenka, and all these other lending apps with no worry and concern for getting the guys you're going to pay back this money. You see, he also said a lot of other things that really didn't stand out for me because I, as a Kenyan who was expecting the president to say much, he really didn't. I think he played safe to some extent. Why? Let me tell you why. First and foremost, I was expecting him to do what President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni in Uganda has done. Museveni has suspended and has made it clear for employers not to fire employees during this period, for employers not to take advantage of coronavirus and suspend and even fire employees. You see, And it pains me because yesterday my sister was fired because she told the boss that I can't come to work because of coronavirus and all this stuff. My sister came back home, I think, at 1:30 a.m. and my mom called me up and like, yo, sister, talk to her, talk to my sister, and told my sister to talk to the boss, and then she was fired. It's very painful, and I know a lot of you guys right now are going through that. A lot of you people watching this right now have been fired because of coronavirus. You had a job, everything was going on well for you, and you do not know what to do anymore. And this brings me to my second point, what I expected Uhuru Kenyatta to say. I was expecting Uhuru Kenyatta to say that since the loan repayment period have been extended, landlords need to also be lenient in terms of rent. I'm not saying that we should not pay rent, because landlords also expect us to pay them rent for them to carry on with their lives and everything. But I think rent should have been subsidized. A lot of Kenyans do not know where they're going to get their money from. Even food is now an issue when the country is locking down. You see, a lot of towns a lot of county governments have shut down their markets, meaning the mama bogas don't have somewhere to make money from. They don't have they're not selling, they're not making any income. It is really hard for Kenyans. People don't know where they're going to pay rent from. It is really sad, and to some extent I was disappointed because Uhuru Kenyatta did not address that to me. I felt disappointed, and I don't know, you guys tell me what you think on the comment section below. It's sad. It's sad. Now moving on to Uganda, Ugandan President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni today suspended all public transport means for the next 14 days in a bid to control the spread of coronavirus. Now this comes after the country just confirmed 5 new cases, bringing a total to 14 now. Of the 5, one of them was an 8-month-old baby. Now speaking to the media today, the health minister in Uganda confirmed that the 8-month baby got coronavirus from the dad who traveled from Kisumu in Kenya. Now the country is on total shutdown and lockdown. Nobody getting in, nobody getting out. And speaking about the coronavirus numbers in East Africa today, Rwanda has confirmed 40, Kenya confirmed 28, Uganda 14, Tanzania still at 12, South Sudan hasn't confirmed any numbers, and Burundi hasn't confirmed any numbers, bringing the total number of confirmed cases in East Africa to 94. The numbers are going up. At XTNDella on Instagram, keep the conversation going, and see you guys on the next one.
At XTNDella.